Hi guys, it's Chrissie and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. So yeah, this is like the first speed build of the week. Both of the other videos this week have both been like either speculation videos or a trailer reaction for the new Eco Lifestyle pack, and honestly this build is also going along with that theme. It's going along with the whole like Eco Lifestyle pack because this is supposed to be some converted eco container home type things, whatever. It's like supposed to be converted containers. It's supposed to be a converted container home. That's really hard to say. And it's supposed to be like really eco-friendly and like a bunch of like repurposed stuff and everything like that, going along with the whole like I almost said eco living. Eco Lifestyle. The pack is called Eco Lifestyle, but honestly we should keep a running counter about how many times I accidentally call it eco living, because honestly I don't know why they didn't just call it eco living, by the way, because that's just goes along with all of the like previous names of expansion packs. We've had a bunch of like living expansion packs like Island Living, Tiny Living, but yeah, I don't know why they chose Lifestyle. But anyway, I digress. That's totally not on topic at all right now. But yeah, this is supposed to be a converted containers, so technically like 2 or 3 containers that they've converted into a really like modern, yeah, I guess like a really modern 1 bedroom 1 bathroom house. So the bedroom is technically like a loft bedroom. It's just open up the top. The staircase goes right into the bedroom. There's no like walls or anything. And yeah, it's very modern on the inside, not super modern like futuristic or anything. And it's definitely not minimalistic at all either, because I went crazy with clutter. But I wanted to make it look modern in the sense that there's a bunch of modern furniture obviously, but also I wanted to make it look like the Sims that live here have made a bunch of the furniture that's in their house. So obviously we don't have the Eco Lifestyle pack yet, so this doesn't have that pack. So let's just pretend that all of the items that they've used to build this have been like sustainably sourced or like stuff like that. It's very environmentally friendly. We'll just pretend and say that's what, you know, the Sims that live here have done. But yeah, so I had a lot of fun with just playing around with different objects and trying to make like really unique and fun like cabinets and tables and stuff like that I don't normally do in my builds, to kind of make it look a little bit more eclectic, and like the Sims have, you know, taken a bunch of random items or like random cabinets or stuff like that, and they've like upcycled them, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's what I thought about doing. And then eventually I'll put down 2 like decorative debug solar panels in the front yard as well, because I didn't want to put them on the roof, because I wanted both of the rooftops to be like green living roofs. So green, I used the green like floor tile that we have, and then I put a bunch of plants up there and a bunch of planter boxes and everything like that. So yeah, that's what I wanted to do with the roofs. And you guys will also see that I used these 2 basically just decorative glass roofs on like the front of the build and on the side. I don't know why I decided that I needed to do that, but I really liked the way it looked, and I just used them to put some plants underneath them and turn them into like fake greenhouses, because obviously you can't access those spaces. But yeah, I like the look of it, and it added to the whole like modern feel of it. In the real life, you could obviously imagine that one of those windows could maybe open up and the Sims could actually like access those plants. Maybe they're like useful plants that you could actually like use to eat in food or whatever. But obviously in the game it just doesn't work like that. But yeah, that's basically what I had in mind for this build, and like I said, I had a lot of fun with it. It's on a 20 by 20 lot in Windenburg. It's on the Cottage MC lot, I think, yeah, where the Free Spirits household used to live. So yeah, it's on that lot, and it turned out to be just under 80,000 simoleons. So it's actually not even all that expensive, considering how expensive my houses tend to be normally. So yeah, it's not super expensive. And yeah, you guys will see that I did cut out a bunch of like different things. So a few times in the build, you guys might see that, you know, something looks one way and then there'll be a cut and it'll look a little bit different. But I just did that because it took me forever to actually just decide what I wanted to do. I chopped and changed it so much, and there's a bunch of things that I just cut out me doing it because you will see me change it later on, if that makes sense. And then also there was a bunch of me just spinning around and looking at, you know, how it looks from different angles and stuff. And because I used a little bit of terrain tools, the camera was being really annoying and jumping up and down. We still have that bug where if you use terrain tools on a lot, the camera just goes crazy and it's really annoying, but obviously there's nothing I could do about that. But yeah, so that's basically the house. So the downstairs has a living room right as you walk in. And then on that container on the right hand side of the screen right now, we'll have a little kitchen and a little dining space and everything like that. So yeah, everything is play tested. I did play test absolutely everything, so all of it works, so that's good. And I did include like the futuristic, like really modern, really expensive base game trash can. And I just did that because I thought it's the closest thing to a like recycled trash can that we have in the game right now. And I don't know, I just thought it fit with the whole like eco-friendly theme. And then also this house, I should have probably mentioned this way at the beginning, but this house is actually a tiny home. That's why you guys will have seen me mess around with all of the like walls and half walls and stuff like that up, you know, on the outside of the house, because I wanted to keep it within the 100 tile limit. So this build is technically exactly 100 tiles, so it does fall under the tiny, like the third tier tiny home. Yeah, I think it's like the third tier, or it's the first tier. I can't remember in what order those to go, but yeah, it's a 100 tile tiny home. And so it has the like feeling fine all the time lot perk, and also the lighten the load lot perks. So that's the one that decreases your Sims bills so they don't pay as much in bills. So yeah, it has both of those lot traits, and I actually thought that lighten the load one was really fitting, considering that I thought it would be an eco home. And obviously I do include like the decorative solar panels, but in my head the like lighten the load lot perk actually went really good with that, you know, pretending that they were using like solar power and everything like that. So that was really good. But yeah, I also gave it two lot traits. So I gave it the, what lot traits did I give it? The great soil and the sunny aspect lot traits. So they do their plants do grow a little bit better and everything like that, because I do add a bunch of planter boxes both on like the downstairs outside and also on the like first, not the first floor, the second floor like balcony space that's right off of their bedroom. There's a bunch of planter boxes that I add, and I also go in and add some plants, like some actual harvestables, to those planter boxes. I do that off camera, but you guys will see it in the screenshots. But yeah, so there is already a bunch of like plants and everything on this lot for your Sims to harvest and everything. I did try and keep it to things that your Sims could actually use in cooking, so like fruit and veggies and herbs and stuff. I tried to not put in too many like flowers or anything. I think there's only like one. I think I only included like lilies or something. So yeah, I did include a bunch of plants and everything. But yeah, that's basically everything that I wanted to talk about, you know, concerning the house in any case. But yeah, I wanted to take some time and just talk about eco lifestyle for a little bit, because I know I did a trailer reaction video on Wednesday when they released the trailer. I did do a reaction video for that, but obviously that trailer is like 90 seconds long, and you know, obviously you can't get a full idea of what the pack will be like from a trailer, and I didn't want to make the trailer reaction video like crazy long. It was already almost 20 minutes, so I just thought I would spend some time in this voiceover and talk a little bit about it. But yeah, so basically eco lifestyle has been a kind of controversial pack, I guess, in the sense that a lot of people are not really happy about the fact that it is the next expansion pack, and a lot of them are unhappy with it for obviously different reasons. Some people don't like the theme of it. Some people think we shouldn't have gotten another like eco-oriented pack again. Some people think that it shouldn't be an expansion but a game pack, and some people just dislike it for other reasons or whatever. But yeah, I mean, if you don't like the pack, and I'm just going to put this disclaimer right now, everything else that I'm going to talk about this pack is just my opinion and my like view on it. So if you don't like the pack and you know you don't agree with what I say, that's totally fine. You don't have to be excited for this pack. That's the beauty of The Sims. There's some people are going to like some packs and other people aren't going to like them. So that's just The Sims, basically. That's it with like any gaming thing. So yeah, you don't have to like it, you don't have to agree with me, but if you have a different opinion and you want to share that opinion in the comments, just do it respectfully and don't be mean about it, don't be sarcastic about it, don't be, you know, just be nice about it, just be respectful about it, because that's the only thing that, you know, that's just the nice thing to do, I guess. But yeah, so with that out of the way, I wanted to say that yes, I am one of those people, and you guys probably could tell from the trailer, that's really excited for this pack. And I've seen some people saying that 90 seconds isn't enough time for someone to, basically some people have been saying that if 90 seconds is enough for people to decide that they love a pack, then 90 seconds is also enough time, so like a trailer is also enough time for people to decide that they hate the pack or that they don't like the pack. And honestly, I don't think that's true. That's just me, because I like the pack. I liked the trailer because I'm excited for what this pack could be. So I basically just choose to be excited for what it could be until I know more about it and until I know something different. So for example, if I get the pack and I see, okay, yeah, it's not really something that I like, or there's things about it that I don't like, or, you know, whatever, then I'll go ahead and I'll give constructive criticism about it, and I'll say, okay, yeah, I was like wrong to be this excited about it. I'll say that if I get the pack and that turns out to be true. But until I know more about it, I just choose to be excited about what it could be, about the possibilities that, you know, you have with this pack. So that's just kind of like my take on it. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. And now that we've had a little bit of time, some of the sim gurus have actually been answering questions about the pack over on Twitter. Sim Guru Frost and Sim Guru George, and I believe Sim Guru Font as well, have also been like answering questions on Twitter and stuff. So we do know a little bit more about the pack than we did on Wednesday when the trailer dropped. So for example, like people saying that it's similar to Island Living. I mean, yes, it's kind of similar in the sense that your Sims' actions do influence the world around them. They do influence Evergreen Harbor, which is the world that comes with the new pack. But Sim Guru Frost has actually confirmed that the pollution and eco footprint that your Sims can have, so the ability to make a world look worse and be polluted and nasty, and the ability to make it look very pretty and very eco-friendly and sustainable, that aspect isn't only restricted to Evergreen Harbor. So for example, if you have this pack, worlds like Del Sol Valley and San Myshuno and Oasis Springs, and basically every other world that you have apart from the destination world, so like Granite Falls and Salvadorada and Strangerville, every other world apart from those three will be affected by like eco footprint, your Sims' eco footprint. So those worlds can get polluted, you know, they can get nasty and smoggy and gross if you want them to. So that's that's something that a lot of people were like kind of worried about when they heard that other worlds would be affected is the fact that what if you don't want other worlds to be affected? But there is some Guru Frost again confirmed this on Twitter that in this, like in the game settings, the same way you can turn off seasons and the same way you can turn off the fame system, you will be able to turn off the eco like footprint system. So you don't have to have every world be affected if you don't want to. And that's something that you can turn off on like a save by save basis. So if you want one save to be affected but not another one, you can turn it off or turn it on, you know, as you want it. So that's really good. And already for me, that already puts this in the category of being an expansion pack, because game packs don't really build on the overall game. Game packs add, that's just how I see it, game packs add things to the game. They add worlds, they add features and gameplay and stuff, but expansion packs are supposed to build on the like actual base of the game. Expansion packs, how I see it, expansion packs are supposed to actually expand basically on other packs and on the base game and everything like that. They're supposed to be able to stand alone. And for me, Island Living couldn't do that. Island Living was a very like it was a very constrained pack. Not constrained, I don't know what the word, like isolated pack, because it added the conservationist career, but you could only really have your Sims being in that career if they lived in Sulani. And like Strangerville is just a whole nother thing with like the set storyline that if you play it out once, you aren't really going to do it again. But with this pack, there's no like set storyline. Your Sims, it will be affecting every other world in the game if you wanted to. So it already adds to like the base game and every other pack that we have that way. So yeah, in that sense, it is kind of more like seasons, and that definitely makes it an expansion pack in my mind. Now, that's basically the only thing that we know about the gameplay so far, apart from like the blog post that they've released and the trailer. So obviously we don't know everything about gameplay yet. We don't know how all of the mechanics are going to work and how all of the other gameplay features are going to work. So like obviously those could fall totally flat, or they could be great. We just don't know yet. But until we do know that, I'm not going to sit here and complain about them, because I'm just going to choose to be a little bit more optimistic and hope for the best, basically. But yeah, and then obviously the build buy mode and everything looks fantastic. So you guys already know that I'm really excited about that. But yeah, with that huge rant out of the way, I hope you guys enjoyed this build. If you did, give it a like, and if you're new to the channel and you'd like to see some more Sims content, feel free to hit the subscribe button, and remember to turn on the notification bell as well to be notified of whenever I upload a new video. But yeah, I hope you guys are all having a great day, and I will talk to you all in my very next video. Bye guys!
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now, there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy we go, easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the